Oh my gosh, is it even October? Like what is even going on back here? Like, ugh, it's so hot. All right. Hey Boo Buddies, Anya here and let's uh let's get some spooky season going. So so it is October and I finished, I think it's my last event for the year. I'm sad that I didn't do more events during the October spooky season event. Oh my gosh, my nails are filthy. Why would I pick this angle? Oh my goodness, I must not have known when I set up the camera. Oh well. So I I think I'm done and I am going to put all of the event stuff away and I'm going to set myself down to work on new projects. I mean, they're current projects for me, but they're not done, so you guys haven't seen them. And until they're finished and I show them to you, they are still new projects. So they are new projects, and if you want to argue those semantics with me, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we can talk about it. But yeah, so I'm going to work on current new projects, until the end of the year, and I am going to enjoy spooky season. I am going to be a full spooky human being and just enjoy the spooky season. And in order to do that, I have to pay my taxes and do all the adult stuff. So let's get some adult stuff out of the way, and then we can spooky it up with some festival things. I want to go to a corn maze. I want to eat kettle corn and candy apples and spend too much money on food and carve a pumpkin. Let's carve a pumpkin. I have a theory that in America, the holiday that becomes your favorite is very determined about what was going on in your core memory development as a child. And the holiday that becomes your favorite is the one where you remember your family getting along and doing activities together. And that ain't Christmas for me. That ain't Christmas. It ain't Christmas, it ain't Easter, it ain't any of the it ain't the 4th of July. It's Halloween. I still remember one Halloween. I'm not going to tell you what year it was because while I remember, let's not go down that rabbit hole. Where we were in the kitchen, our tiny kitchen, and we carved pumpkins, and we ate. Mom made homemade pizza, which was really weird because Mom did not make homemade pizza. Pizza was not a homemade thing in my mother's viewpoint. She's like, no, yeah, like why would I do that? Like why would we do that? But she did it, and it was terrible, and I loved it. And we drank apple cider, and we did crafts at the kitchen table, and everything was covered in newspaper and gross, and it was cold, and it was wet, and it was terrible, and I loved it because everyone got along. At least no one was mad at me, so I assume everyone got along, and we did stuff together. And now I carve foam pumpkins because I have that option. So I got a foam pumpkin, I've got a hot knife, I've transferred my pattern onto my pumpkin the best way I know how because, oh my gosh, cords. Gosh, cords. The trick of using a hot knife is making sure that the cord is not in a place where it can cause a tripping hazard. Okay, I think I have my safety measures in order. The cord is secure. The hot knife is not on anything flammable. I am just going to, of course, and then I'm going to start carving the foam. And I'm here to tell you, like, I probably should have put on a face mask because yes, checking to see if it's hot using my finger. I'm so safety conscious. The fumes of the foam, they sneak up on you and they are gross. Yes, I'm holding the pumpkin in my lap on my knee with a very hot, sharp thing going straight down, because I don't want it to roll. Real or foam pumpkin, I don't want it to roll. I find it interesting that different stores use different models of foam pumpkin, so the foam is slightly different. It's still foam. The stem changes depending on what year you bought it. They've changed their mold that they get this through. Oh my gosh, this cord kept like whipping in front of my hand and changing where I could put the blade because oh my gosh. So when I was a kid, I saw a guy with a hedge trimmer and the cord got wrapped around it, and I remember being like, "Oh no, don't turn that on!" Right as he cut through the cord, and I was reliving that image with the hot knife because the cord was determined to get in front of my blade, and I was like, I'm not gonna cut through my own cord. I would notice before. It's not quite like a hedge trimmer, but still, it's like get out of my way. But it also like it affects how my hand. It's just I'm just gonna wrap it around me and hold it because and sometimes with the hot knife, you it gets too hot and it starts melting the foam instead of cutting the foam, so you have to turn it off and let it cool down. I did not know that you could get an attachment to a soldering iron when I bought the hot knife. Somebody was like, "Hey, I want to do this craft. This is what we need," and I said, "Okay," and I went out and bought it, and then they said, "We don't want to do that craft anymore." And then they never spoke to me again, and no, that's not what happened, but whatever. And I was like, well, I already have this hot knife, so I'm going to carve pumpkins. And I wish I had just gotten an attachment for a soldering iron so that I could better control the temperature. But whatever. I think it was like a $10 hot knife, whatever. It's gotten me through many pumpkins and more than a handful of years. And this is a really simple design. I'm trying to collect my pumpkins and collect my designs that are very classic, not very trendy, just very classic, very and different sizes. It's real easy to just get the same size pumpkin over and over again, especially when they're not real. And I don't want that. I want a pumpkin patch full of lots of different shapes and sizes. And oh my gosh, the fumes are getting to me. The pattern I used on this pumpkin was too big, so I had to adjust. I had to adjust it, and it's supposed to have a circle, and I didn't do the circle because I was like, I'll just freehand it. And I'm getting to the freehand time where it's time to freehand the circle, and I'm regretting my life choices. Why would you decide to do that? Why would you decide to do that? Oh my gosh. I think the best part. I think crafty people, doers and crafty and creative and artistic people. We love Halloween. Even if it's not your favorite, you love Halloween, and I think it's because Halloween has always been a let's make it ourselves. Let's make it at home. Let's do it ourselves. And I think that's the beauty. That's the thing that makes Halloween superior to Christmas. Yeah, I said it. Don't at me. It's time to put the candle in, guys. It's time to put the candle in. And I will tell you my secret. My secret of putting the candle in the foam pumpkin is red Sharpie and bad life choices. But I think we like to make things, and the best Halloween, they can't commercialize Halloween. They're trying. Oh my goodness, it's been a nightmare the last few years. They can't commercialize Halloween quite the same way they have Christmas. It's still very much I made it myself. I made it at home. I do it. And I think that's the beauty thing. And as long as I am able, I would like that to be one of my priorities in this life, is to make sure that we use Halloween as a way to make things, try things, and create things ourselves at home. And if it's ugly, well, just say it's a Halloween decoration and it was ugly on purpose. Like that's part of the thing. Halloween, the best Halloween is always homemade. So putting the hole for the candle is always tricky because the pumpkin is done in two sides, and then you have to carve through the core, which sounds weird since it's a hollow foam pumpkin, but there is a core, and it's the trickiest part. It's the part that is going to you're going to struggle the most with when putting it in. And I got myself on the hand, and yes. So I'm just going to punch this out because I need it to be perfect. I need it to be the right size, but I need it to be almost too small because we want this candle to go in, but we want it to be very tight. We want it to almost not fit. And then put the knife down before you start doing weird things. Yeah. And I always punch through, and things will they'll come out. You just dump them out, the holes. That's why there's holes. I got these electric candles. Electric candles and foam pumpkins they are perfect for making these collectible pumpkins that I make at home that I love. And I got the remote control one so that when I go out in my yard, all I have to do is I take the remote control and I point it at the pumpkins and they turn on like magic. And more importantly, they turn off. They turn off when it's time to go to bed. And I don't have to get all like in the decorations and wet. That's good. That's in there. It's perfect. And let's test it out. Let's see how it looks. I mean, the lights in the room are on. There you go. You can see. I think it's cute. I'm happy. I did a pumpkin. Okay, let's clean this up. This is a mess. Yay! It's starting to look like October. I gotta clean up these leaves now. Oh no. In the spirit of fighting burnout and promoting healthy creation options for the YouTube algorithm, I have decided to enjoy the rest of the October month as just enjoying the October month and being a too old kid who should probably have a real job and responsibilities and know better, but no, I'm gonna just be a kid. I'm gonna watch all the Halloween specials and make homemade pizza that's better than my mother's because that's not hard. And I'm going to play in these leaves before I mulch them because there's a lot of leaves. Oh man. It's nice though. Let's just enjoy. Let's just be rocks. Let's just be rocks and enjoy it. So we all agree Nano is dead. Nano killed itself with not putting its members and then later its volunteers first, and then that whole AI thing. But more importantly, the Predator scandal. Okay, but Nano is dead. So what are we gonna do for November? Well, I have to come up with something because I need to be productive, and not because it's November, but because it's after October and I need to be productive. So we will get our projects done. There will be new projects in 2025. That is the goal, but I'm trying not to stress about it because if I stress, I will crack. And if I crack, I will be the sad pumpkin that gets eaten by all the squirrels. And while that would be hilarious to watch, I don't think it would be enjoyable to experience. So we must be careful. We must be careful. And we're going to have to get more snacks. Okay, here's the plan for November. We're going to work on our illustrations for our current books that we've been trying to finish for a while, and we're going to work on a Vlogmas, and you guys will love the Vlogmas because it will be interactive, and we will have a drawing challenge for our Vlogmas, and I think it will be spooky and it will be fun, and more importantly, we can have ghost stories during December, and who doesn't love that? So yes, stick around. Pay attention to the other apps where we post the art and the reels and all of that. And we're going to do the spooky challenge, and it'll be great. I really appreciate you guys letting me do my check-ins with you. I really appreciate you holding me accountable by watching the videos. It really helps with my creative journey, and I hope it helps with your creative journey. Let me know if there's something you want me to cover in future videos, and I will see you in the next one, Boo Buddies.